Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Car Stereo Talk. I am your host, Dean. This is my co-host and partner in crime,
Fernando.
That's right, it's Monday. You didn't have to say it out loud. I mean,
I'm sorry, I saw it. I'm like, oh my God.
Problem. I mean, I don't know. Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Monday show. We hope you had a spectacular weekend. We're back at it here, full effect, just going.
All right, so before we start with the clean wire club and everything, how was your weekend?
Oh, my weekend was fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah, Swizzle Sticks was there.
Who?
Swizzle Sticks.
Swizzle Sticks.
Yeah, right here. Hold on. Right here. Swizzle Sticks. Hey.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you live in Phoenix. Yeah, you stopped by.
Very nice.
67 clearance, sunny in Phoenix.
Very nice. Yep. Very nice.
He was there.
Cool.
Ran into some other people, of course. I was incognito apparently on Friday because I had a baseball hat and sunglasses. And as Haley told me, she goes, "Dude, nobody will recognize you."
Can't do that. No. You have to go like that.
Which I did Saturday.
And everybody's like, "Oh, everyone."
Yes, exactly.
I totally get it.
Apparently, sunglasses and a baseball hat totally throws everybody off. So it was fine. It was fine. But no, we were Haley and I were at Dino's Get Down.
Yeah.
Along with we went to Sweet Tomatoes, which honestly I feel like to her that was the only reason why we went there.
Mm-hmm.
We actually filmed the video as that was the only reason why we went there.
Mm-hmm.
So
saludos, Fernando.
All right, I gotta do something here.
What are you gonna do?
I want to send that video that she sent us to the laptop here so we can play it later. But anyways, no, I had a good time.
Yeah. It looks like it was really good time. A few of...
All right, I'm going to send it. No.
Right there. That one.
This one?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to send it to that one so that you can play it on yours. So just hit OK.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it?
Hang on.
Yeah. I'm not doing anything. I just want to make sure. See if you can play it. We got a cool video we want to show. Not of that. We'll get some video of that. I got some buddies that were there that had some drones, so I'll get some drone footage. Perfect. That works.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it was fantastic. Definitely can't wait to go back next year. It was a great way to end the year. So maybe next year we'll all go, because we'll bring Sebastian, Fernando, and they can go play with the cars. Just have a good time. I think it'll be fun.
All right. So before we start with the whole, let's go to the small Facebook group that we have. Skull Clean.
So we're ready to move on?
Yes.
Okay.
And then we jump back to the...
Okay, so just want to make sure you have a plan tonight. All right, so for those of you that know, we have the 12-volt Clean Wire Club, which was a funny story because I was talking with a guy when I had my baseball cap and sunglasses on. He's like, "Yeah, I really like the clean wire stuff." And I go, "Oh, so are you a member of the 12-volt Clean Wire Club?" And he goes, "Oh, yeah, of course." I said, "Dude, it's my..."
I think
then he goes,
"You need to have
I'm Dean from 12-volt Clean Wire Club."
No, have a hat. You don't have.
I had a 5-star hat on.
Still,
but what happened was is Haley goes too. The guy was only like this tall.
Oh, that's probably why.
And so he didn't see the hat.
It.
Yeah. So he goes, "Take off your glasses." I had to take off my glasses and my hat. And he goes, "Oh my God, it's you, Dean." I was like, "Okay." So anyways, 12-volt Clean Wire Club. This week we have number 2. Who do we have, Fernando?
I don't know. His name is Crystal.
Sure.
Christopher.
It's
not Christopher. It's like
it's spelled.
It's different.
Anyways,
but
however you pronounce it, I apologize. He did a nice. This is clearly some bass head stuff going on.
Now you would think this one is on the back of the car, right?
No, I wouldn't. I think
it's on the roof.
This is the roof.
That's the roof.
That makes sense.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of not going to do the best in heat distribution. Hopefully they have a bunch of fans blowing on it.
He's
got the woofers moving air, so he's probably okay.
But
yeah,
how he set it up, all the wiring and everything it's cool. It's a lot of product.
No, and I like the name of the Terramps, the Big Boss. I think that's a funny name.
Yeah.
But anyways, this segment is brought to you by D&F Tool Drawer, the place you can go and find all the cool tools that we use in our installations, as well as the tool that we make, which is the 2-channel IRTA2.
Yeah.
So if you need to do any electrical RTA work, find out where your all-pass filters are, whether there's delay, what the signal looks like. If you're trying to add anything, you name it, it's Android and iPhone compatible. So make sure to head over and check it out. Good evening, Mr. Brad.
Good evening.
How are you doing? I like this one right here. It says, in the movies, sunglasses and a hat are terrible disguise. Apparently not true in real life. I would think so. But no, it throws everybody. I mean, I get it. You're not expecting to see me there. So, it's one of those things, even though I've said we were going to be there for like weeks now.
Yeah.
So it happens. It happens, which is okay. I
was not there. That's why.
Yeah, true. Oh, for sure. You're way more recognizable than I am.
Oh, I'm on the right level.
Yes, you're totally on the right level.
It's too much.
But go ahead and get your questions in so that we can answer them. It was a crazy event. Yeah, you're right. It's like, dude, even GM is there. Like, GM has a booth at this thing. GM doesn't even go to SEMA, and they go to this thing. It was incredible. I feel like the audio presence there could definitely improve, for sure.
Yeah.
I'd like to see more manufacturers show up to this thing because I think it's interesting because it's consumer faced and industry faced, but not our industry. So like there's a lot of builders, a lot of upholstery guys, and all these guys are putting stereos in these things, but they're just putting in generic stuff. So, it would be nice to show some of these guys some better products and do a car that has, that. Rockford was there in full force. Of course, they had I cannot remember his name. His van there. Do you remember his name? Anyways, they had one of their guys' vans there. There was a GM.
Yeah.
So, and he was pumping his 4 19-inch T3 subs all day long. So that was nice. And then MTI had built a truck and had all Rockford Fosgate stuff in it. So it was kind of cool. It's kind of cool. So they had their presence there. JL was there. There was a couple dealers that had booths there. Max Sonic was there with MB Quartz and Hyphonics and all their whole suite of things.
Yeah.
The rules seems like you have to have some form of a Chevy vehicle in your booth. Owen Morell was there. Casey did show up on Sunday.
Very good.
Because, anyways. No, it was a lot of fun, though. It was definitely a lot of fun. And, I'd like to see it grow more because there's definitely an opportunity for it, for sure. So, JL was loosely there. I never walked over. They had a bunch of dudes. My problem with most of it, hey, fellas, what's up, Gary?
What's up, Gary?
My problem with most of it is what happens a lot of the times at these events that we go to, and that there are guys just sitting in their booths. Like, they're expecting everyone to walk up to them.
Yeah.
And, like, I can't operate like that. I mean, I got to go out there, and I got to mingle. I got to talk to people. Swizzle Sticks, when he came by on Saturday, I didn't get a chance to talk to him because I was busy talking with other people. But I did get a chance to talk to him Friday. But, it's like, that's what I'm there for. I'm there to talk. I'm walking out in the crowds. I'm getting people to come over. It's like, hey, come see our stuff. Hey, how you doing? Like, just simply saying, hey, how you doing to somebody that as they're standing at a table, it's like, hey, how you doing? What's going on, man?
Hey,
you having a good day? And it just invites them in. And it's like most of these places I was walking through some of the booths and Maxonic, every stinking time I go through their booth, no matter where we're at, I can't get one of those guys to just acknowledge that we're in the booth. And there again, no one knew it was me. Apparently I had a hat and sunglasses on. So you'd never know I was Dean from 5 Star. So there's no reason not to say hi.
Yeah,
it's just casual white guy walking through the booth. No big deal.
Probably.
But anyways, that was kind of the But other than that, I mean, we never had a problem.
Very nice.
So you got some stuff?
Yeah, let's put your first
oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, good call.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and I'm working on it, dude. I'm working on it.
No, you're working so slow, bro. There you go.
No, it wasn't those guys. That's not my first one.
No.
Hang on. This was going to be my first one. Here.
Perfect.
So Actually, I want this one.
Okay.
So one of the guys that was there was our good friend Sean and Spike from K5 Squared. I got my hat finally, so I was super excited. They had a giant booth. We kind of showed you guys if you followed us on Instagram or watched the video today. And the reason why I wanted to walk over there is they're big Focal guys. They're big Focal guys. And they had 2 vehicles on display there for everyone to check out. And one of them was his personal pickup truck, and it had the Focal Utopia M's inside of it. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people don't realize that they also make K2 M's, mm-hmm. which are these guys right here. And so this is the M profile K2 version of the driver. And we can scroll down here and we will pull up some different pictures. And one of the things that makes it unique, of course, is the giant 3-inch voice coil in the back. That is the back side. There's the front side. It has the M profile surround on it. It's a beast, and mm-hmm, it's not mm-hmm. entirely too deep. Big magnet structure, high power handling. These guys love the heck out of these. Like, they use a ton of these in all of their builds. This is what comes in their doors from the factory that they make. And so I was like, a lot of people don't know they exist. So I figured today we'd kind of talk about them briefly, and we have. So if you would like to know more about K2Ms, mm-hmm. you can head over to the website. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me turn that off. Go back here. If you go into product line, you go to Elite. Right down here, it says K2 Power M. You can click on it, and that is going to take you right here. One of the unique things that they make, along with the Frac Tweeter, is this guy right here, which is a 5-inch subwoofer. And that's all I got to say about that. First spots are out of the way.
Very nice. All right. Now that you went to this event.
Question for both Dean. If you were to build a truck, what would it be, lifted or lowered? Leveled.
Lower to the ground.
I don't want it. I want it leveled. I'd like a leveling kit on my truck. I never did that when I had the Dodges, and mm-hmm. I always wanted to. Mm-hmm. I wanted to lower the rear end so that it was level. But I just want a level truck with big wheels, like big street wheels, not like 22s on some tread, real
truck,
but not truck tires. I want big, like, all my trucks have always just had big street tires on them.
Okay.
So I don't want knobbies. I don't want any of that. I want regular tread, big tires that roll down the road. That's what I want. So okay. Leveling 22s. So there's a smaller gap.
Yeah.
But that's what I want. No. If I was doing another truck. I also want it rhino lined.
Yeah.
I want the whole thing rhino lined. Color matched rhino line. So silver, brown, something. I want this thing bulletproof. Basically door ding proof. So I want it to be so then you could just bow right into it, nothing would happen. Just kill the door that just opened it.
Yeah. No. I mean, that's pretty cool.
I think that's cool. I've spent some time thinking about this. But I don't think I'd get another truck.
Really?
Now, there again, that's if I got a full-size truck. If I got a Toyota Tacoma, mm-hmm. No, it's getting raised. I want it raised.
Toyota Tacoma?
Yeah, so if I'm getting a little truck, like a Tacoma, I want it jacked up. I want big tires, not street tires now. Now I want off-road tires.
Oh, see, that would, okay.
Because they're different applications in my mind. Yeah. So I want the big truck tires. I don't want it like jacked up really high, just like where it looks nice, Sure. So the tire is clear when you turn.
Okay.
Yeah,
go for it, man. I mean, I think you should buy it.
No, I'm not going to. He's asking a question. I'm just saying. Hey guys, I'm running Focal K2 3-way front and Focal PL165 coaxial rear in my Bronco, powered off of a JL 4-channel and a /300 4-channel using the 810. Which amp should each set of speakers run on? So I would use the 604 to power the mid bass in the mid range, and then I would use the 304 to power my tweeters and rear speakers. Do you concur?
Yeah.
Does that make the most sense? I mean, that's what I would do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if it's not BO, if it's not the BO system, make sure you use either, if you're going to go audio control, use 2 pairs of green LGDs on that, or just get the purple load resistors from Metra.
Mm-hmm.
That's if it's not a BO. If it's a BO, you got nothing to worry about. Just get the BO adapter. But load resistance wise, you have to, if it's just stock 4-channel output, it needs 10 ohm load resistors. So those are either going to be the green times 2, because those are 20. So that'll give you, ooh, that was neat. Or just get the purple ones from Metro, which are already 10 ohm. Yeah. And it'll be fine.
There you go.
That's what's for. What's up, Lance? Lance Doss, the boss, is in the house. Yay! Go, Lance. All right, hold on. Let me get this down here to here. So, Dean was kissing hands and shaking babies. That sounds about right. That does sound about right. One thing we did find out when we were there, apparently stickers are all the rage. Didn't know that. Didn't know that.
You could have said some stickers.
Needed some stickers on unadulterated Dean. Yeah. There was no profanity. Yeah, well, there was in the show. I'm sorry. There was none there, though. Yeah. So, anyways, I have a yellow top and fixing to add excess battery 3100. How can I wire this correctly into my amplifier? So I'm assuming the yellow top is underneath the hood of the car, which is kind of weird because really underneath the hood you'd want a red top to start the vehicle. The yellow top is more for accessories and stuff, basically like what you're going to be adding the other one for. You need a relay. You need the isolator. There are some really nice isolators now. They've evolved them. Basically just, big 2 bolts. Some of the modern isolators now have current sense built into them, so they know when the car is running to connect them up. I would look into get one of those, like a 200 amp. It's a 200 amp switching relay is what it is, but some people just call them 200 amp isolators now. And there again, I would probably try to get a smart one. I don't know who makes the smart ones right now. Metro might. That has the ING circuit built into it. That is PAC's part number, ING, and that is it's a current sense. So it senses when the alternator turns on and it connects the two together because the voltage goes up.
Yeah.
Lance, we were at the Rockford booth the whole time. So if you missed us, we were probably giving demos and one of us was going to the bathroom. I don't know. But yeah, that's all. We were there.
Yeah.
We were there working our tushies off.
That's right.
Yeah, Ken. Mary Lou made it into the Crutchfield catalog. She needs to get like a big, 32 by whatever, glossy hanging on the wall. I have a 2015 Optima that I'm doing a system in with JL accommodation. I'm putting C7 350s in the dash, and I'm debating on either C6 or C7 woofers and tweeters. What would y'all recommend? Listen, I've heard the C7s, and I like and look and sound. The C6 is half the price, but I've never heard them. Would be run active off VSI regardless. So here's my thing. You've heard the C7s. On accommodation, you get a really good deal on things. That means, you work at a place and whatnot. I'm buying the C7s, okay? Because I can buy the C7s still cheaper than what I could buy sheet on the C6s. So just go for the best. I mean,
if you already heard them and you like them.
And they're the best sounding ones they make. Yeah. So, yeah. That's the whole idea. Yeah. Go for the gusto, man. Yeah.
Go big, go home.
Exactly. Anyways, that's what I would do. And I've done it.
So. Because I feel if you get the
6,
you're gonna be like,
man, I should have just gone for the 7.
I should have just gone for the 7.
It's like a couple $100 more. Could have got the 7s. Yeah. You might be happy, but in the back of your mind, you're always gonna.
It's always gonna be that.
Yeah. This could have been better.
That could have been better.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
So that sucks. Yeah. You got just go for the tits, man. Go for the good stuff. Go for the gusto.
Yes, sir.
Can I click on this one?
Go for it.
Okay. Have you guys ever worked on a 2016 Volvo S60? How would you integrate to add amplifier? It doesn't look like iData or PAC have anything. Correct. Nobody has anything because it's a Volvo. Yeah, if you're trying to integrate amplifiers, it's just gonna be a hit or miss. There's nobody that's gonna make interfacing for it that I've seen. I know that Okay, so I know that Nick Apicilla had a Volvo interface that kind of works. Actually, he said that in his latest podcast on SQology. He said that the Volvo was the only one that did work, I believe, which is Resonex. So it's 2016. It might be too old, but Nick Apicilla from Resonex, I know he had some adapters that worked with some of the Volvos. So you might want to check that. Outside of that, Spiral Audio, like makes like radio replacement interfaces and stuff like that for the vehicle. Yeah. That's usually where we get all that stuff from. Like this Mercedes that's sitting over here is getting a nice Spiral Audio interface. Joy. So you might be able to replace the radio, might not. I don't know. Otherwise, Connect 2. Yeah, so Connect 2 is going to be Spiral Audio, Mr. Brinkley, because they just steal that stuff and relabel it and sell it. So, but anyways, I would check those. Now, if the radio replacement it ain't going to happen, then you're going to have to do what we like to call speaker for speaker, meaning you're going to have to go into the system and find out how many channels am I dealing with here from the amplifier? Is it like just front, rear, and maybe a sub? Sometimes it is. Is it like active three-way? So mid and tweeter on channels 1 and 2. Yeah, mid bass are on 3 and 4. There's a rear channel, a rear tweeter, and a sub. So you need to find out how many channels there are. In some cases, you can do like a kicker key if it's a basic audio package. You might be able to just throw a couple kicker keys in there and let them DEQ the whole system for you to keep your life easy. There again, you might want to listen to it and see how it sounds. Like, does it stage properly? Where is the center coming from? Is it above the steering wheel? Well, if it is, that's normal for an OE. They like to put it there. They don't typically put it in the center of the dash. Does it have a center channel? If it does, you got to plan on keeping that. So kind of figure out where the audio is coming from. Do a little listening. Because you might just want to integrate via DSP, but just do equalization. So, find out, okay, I just want to do a front stage upgrade and subwoofer. So how many channels do I need for that? Mm-hmm. So these are all the things you got to kind of step through in order to figure that out. Power for power, word of the day, bar for bar. Yeah.
Word for word.
Word for word. All right, hold on. Good evening, my friends. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you, Chris. MPS 4.400 behind F-150 rear seat. It's of space. It's running up to 140 on the amp and 165 at the fins on top. Is it worth a cooling fan for the AB, or would you suggest go? So I've put a lot behind the seats of an F-150, a lot bigger amplifiers than those. Mm-hmm. We've never put any kind of cooling whatsoever behind the seat in one of those. So, I mean, if the amplifier is not shutting off, I don't feel like you have anything to worry about. That's because that's what thermal. Now, if the thermal is kicking in and the amplifier is shutting off, mm-hmm. There's a couple other things you may want to check before that. Is for one, make sure you got good battery voltage. I don't know what year it is, but it could be an aluminum F-150, and if you're using the factory ground, or if you drilled into the aluminum to make a ground, that could be a huge problem and limit the performance of the amplifier greatly, because you're going to have electrolysis eventually, and it's going to suck. All the F-150s that are made of aluminum, we always run power and ground up to the battery. So there again, I don't know, but we've never put a fan in one of those, I guess. But there is lots of space, so no.
Lots,
as you said here. Lots of space. Any radio replacements for 2024 Escape in the near or distant future?
You can put iData.
I thought you could too. Maybe not though, because Escape. Yeah, isn't that
the one that they just left?
Yeah, isn't that the one that Haley has?
Yeah, but it's the same. Yeah, same car.
Right. So there's a 2018 though, I think.
2018 and up.
Yeah, Ford. What year? 2020.
Escape. Yeah,
I'm getting there, dude. Hold on. Escape. Nope. They just have no radio, no nothing.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think it's probably because they haven't hold on. 2020 Ford.
All right, so I'm gonna come back to that one.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, so it's a floating screen.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a new one.
Yeah, it's a floating screen. It's this. Hold on.
I did, man. I did, Bobby. Dude.
It's this right here.
Wow.
So, possibly
in the future, like you say.
That is a possibly in the near future. There could be a solution for that.
You know, the key word is the future.
Yes. Yeah.
Right there.
Because that's a 2-piece unit where the radio is up top and the brain is somewhere else. So you need a manufacturer to make a 2-piece
today is
unit.
Present, tomorrow is future.
Yeah, tomorrow's the future.
There you go.
Yeah. So
maybe tomorrow.
Not tomorrow.
Oh, dang it.
No, not in the tomorrow. Not in the tomorrow world.
Not
for
in
sure.
Tomorrow world.
No. Okay, so has it been time? Are we at time?
Yeah.
I feel like we're at time. This next segment is brought to you by the fine folks at arcaudio.com. Listen, guys, it is getting cold out there, as we know. I've been traveling around. We've been in Vegas. Apparently, Vegas is freezing right now. However, time is running out. You want to get those deals, get those motorcycles all set and done. Maybe come up with some plans. Drop them off at one of the places to have them worked on over the winter. Pick yourself up the Moto 720. That's right. This is the one and only amplifier that's specifically designed to get mounted into the fairing and give you tons of power on your Harley. That's why this amplifier is shaped like this, because it's designed to mount up to the top and it's rounds over. They said, well, we can't adjust it because this is the way the bike is built. So they said, well, we can change the amplifier. And they did. And there we go. So head over to arcaudio.com and check out the full line of Moto stuff. There's not just amplifiers. There's also speakers. There's mounting brackets for this to mount perfectly inside of there, power wire kits, and everything you could possibly want to finish and get your motorcycle all set and ready to have a couple more rides this year and or get ready for next year. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Who makes... Can I pull one up real quick? Who makes good 6.5 and 6x9 adapters? Nobody does. Zero. Nobody makes that great adapters. No, they all suck. Listen, make your own. It's best. The only way you're going to do it is you got to make your own.
Well, who makes one?
Metro.
We make our own.
Well, we make our own, but Metro is going to be your best bet to find any of this stuff. So
yeah. Now, some of these adapters, they're good. Like
no. Time out. We're just talking about 6x9 and 6.5. We're not talking about speaker adapters.
6.5 to a 6x9.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Nobody makes a good one of these. Now, if you just buy like Metra, if you go buy an F-150 bracket, they make an F-150 bracket that's a 6x9 and one of them that's a 6.5. Mm-hmm. Pack, you just pull out the Toyota's all the same.
Yeah.
So they just build those into the brackets.
Yeah.
Some cases they don't, in which case that's a bad thing because, which we've run into before. If you try to put, if it's only a 6x9 and you try to put a 6.5 adapter on it, moves it out another 1/8 of an inch, and then the speaker hits the door.
Yeah. So
it's total use. At that point, you just got to make your own. So
this is almost the same question for Phil right here.
For the speakers, I want to use in a 2007 RAV4 JBL system. Crutchfield site says the mid bass won't fit in the lower front door because of the top mounting height. What is the best way around this problem? So what they're talking about is the speakers you've chosen have a tweeter array that sticks out and that the door panel is supposedly going to hit that. The best bet is to pick a different speaker. This really is what you're looking at. You want to find a speaker that is either just a mid bass instead of an array on top of it, or you want to find something that has a totally flushed tweeter section, maybe a two-way where the tweeter is inside, mounted inside to the pole, pole piece there. I don't know. I just would sell a mid bass and do a tweeter in the top of the dash.
Like chicken wings.
Chicken wings would be fine.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm fine with chicken wings.
There you go. Chicken wings are good.
But I was thinking just regular fried chicken, but chicken wings are fine.
Oh.
She's yeah.
I love the chicken wings from...
Publix?
No.
Oh.
Well, yes, but Wingstop. They're so good.
I don't know if I've ever had their wings.
They're so good.
I'm guessing she could go to Wingstop tonight and get Wingstop wings. I've always had their chicken tenders. I've never had their wings.
Okay.
I don't think. But I could try them. I just don't like their French fries. Their French fries suck.
I was hungry, so they were good.
What's up? Are ribbon tweeters any good in car audio community? Pros and cons. Yes. But they're not really ribbons per se. So it's not like you're getting an actual ribbon. Mm-hmm. Like the new things that PS Sound has put out. Those aren't ribbons. They look like ribbons, but they're not ribbons in the sense of like if you were to go to Circuit City and look at a set of Mark Logan towers.
Yeah.
Those are ribbons. Electrostatic is what you're thinking. Those are not electrostatics. Mm-hmm. Because electrostatics, no, those would suck for a car because dust. They don't like dust. But the new PS Sound speakers that he just came out with, and I think Gladen also has a pair. Mm-hmm. So they're I know Dayton has a pair. Dayton makes a really tiny pair.
Yeah,
it's like a 1-inch tiny cube, and I only know this because when we went to the show, the one guy that had the horns underneath his dash had a set of those up in the top. And we could both attest to the Peter's set that he put in the Mercedes sounded fantastic. Yeah. I loved them. I was like, ooh,
that was so cool.
Man, yeah. I wanted those. I was like, crap. Maybe I need to put those in the Mustang. Shit,
dude. I mean, what were you not?
I don't know. That's 2 cuss words tonight. Dang it, man.
Yeah,
it's getting a little wild here. But I don't know if there's any cons. It's just
cons.
Yeah, he said pros and cons. Cons would be bad. Are Linkswell head units any good? Don't know. Really don't have an answer for this. Some people love them. Some people not so much. Now, they are on like the 6th generation of these radios. Yeah. And some guys say they work fantastic. We tried to work a deal with them so I could get one for the Mustang. Didn't happen. So
they say, who are you? No.
Don't even get me started. Let's not go there. Let's not go there because we're still kind of annoyed about that one.
No, I love one guy from there.
I love one guy too.
He's always been like so cool.
Dude, if you saw the SEMA, man, we had to go look at the giant one in the F-150. Yeah. And then we went and looked at it in the F-150. Wasn't the F-150? Yeah, it was in the F-150, wasn't it?
I don't know.
It was either an F-150 or GM.
GM, probably.
I don't know. Whatever. The giant one, the big 19-inch thing that they had, that was friggin' incredible.
Yes, it was.
But yeah, I honestly, we don't know. We haven't had any experience with them. So
no, not at all.
I would like to. In the car audio SEMA, did you see the down kicker L7T dual speakers they were showing off? Yeah. We actually, in our tour of the place, we showed it.
Yep.
I was super excited about that because that was one of the things we didn't. Okay, I say we didn't know anything about it, but the reality is we probably knew about it, but I found out so long ago I forgot because a lot of things those guys say to us in passing, like, oh yeah, we're going to do that. And then you're just like, okay. And then you don't think about it anymore because they usually followed up with something you actually want to hear. Had no idea they were coming out with new CVTs on purpose because they know how much I didn't like the original CVTs. So much so that when they introduced them, they said, hey, you're going to love this. We did this just for you, Aaron says. We fixed it. We have a new CVT.
It's funny because the first thing John Myers went, he's like, okay, hang on. He grabbed the speaker and he's like, here we go.
Yes, everybody there wanted me to know they were coming out with new CVTs. And I'm like, I'm okay, cool. Like, I'm super happy. We'll get one. We'll put it in Haley's truck or your truck by then. We'll see how it sounds. And I'm hoping to God.
I don't have a truck.
You have I'm sorry.
I don't have a truck.
You have an SUV.
SUV, yes.
Hopefully it'll sound amazing. And there again, it's just as long as it puts out real bass, it's all I'm caring about.
Wow.
So I'm super excited about it. Hi guys.
Yes.
I want to pull this one up next just because I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Hi guys. If I have aftermarket speakers and subwoofers, what can I use the Bluetooth mic and wait.
What can I use for Bluetooth music
instead of a head unit? Actually, hang on. I'm going to give you 2 just because where's it at?
Bro, why are you picking on me? I do.
Oh wow.
Bobby.
Shoot.
I do, bro. I like it.
Man.
It's cool. It's a small one.
Man, dude, Bobby's throwing some shade at you. Holy crap.
Dude, my cousin, he's like, where's your soccer mom's car? Yeah, it is.
Wow.
I'm gonna do that.
You are a soccer
put a sticker in there.
Soccer dad?
Soccer dad.
Okay, so AudioControl makes this thing right here.
Yeah.
Which is the AC BT1.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be the affordable option.
Yeah.
For that, and then we also have the. Hold on. See if I can find. I think it's under accessories.
Okay, before you start talking about, I'm gonna answer this. Víctor, depende de qué carro tengas. En realidad, el LC7i lo único que te va a dar es la señal. Si en realidad quieres agregar un poquito más de voltios de la salida, trata de agarrar el Matrix. Ese es un line driver que en realidad te va a ayudar a que salga mejor salida en lugar del LC7i, pero si puedes poner un radio, sería mucho mejor, definitivamente. Si puedes. Si no, check el Matrix.
And then the other one would be this guy here, which is the Moscone Amos. So this one is going to be Bluetooth 5.0, high resolution audio, 24-bit up to 96.
96K.
Yeah, 24. It has Toslink output. That's what you want it for, is the Toslink output into a DSP. Now, the other thing to keep in mind, too, is that some DSPs, if you don't have one or if you want to get a DSP, some DSPs also give you the option to plug these directly into their DSP. So they give you cards that you can just plug in. And what I mean by that is, if you look here, so this is the BTS LD4C, which is designed to plug right into any of the Moscone DSPs. Arc Audio has one too, so you can buy a card. So a lot of the DSP manufacturers make it super easy to get streaming. Some cases Wi-Fi. So yeah, Samuel, we just put it up.
Yep.
So, anyways, there you go. There's something to think about. All right, hang on. Go back to that.
Yep.
So I like this because it says, "I'm sick. This show makes me feel better."
Amen. That's what we do it for.
Yeah. Thank you. You know? I'm glad it does.
Thank you so much for watching, man. Yeah.
I've got to get back to Kicker HQ and see those in their sound wall. Yeah. I mean, we haven't been there in years. It's pretty funny because they were giving us crap about that. Like, yeah, you guys haven't been out here in a while. And we're like, oh, I'm sorry. My bad. You know. Hey, Dean, Fernando, can you guys come out here? Sure.
Nah.
I'm sure y'all touched on this before elsewhere, but did Rockford announce new equipment at SEMA? Yes, we did. We actually, last Saturday's show, we spent the whole last half of the show talking about all the new stuff that Rockford announced in private at SEMA. So there was only about 180 people that were got invited to come to it. And yeah, so basically the line, as you know it, in 2025 is going to change. Now, this is all third quarter. The first line up to be changed is going to be the Punch, because next year is the 45th anniversary of Rockford Fosgate, Punch being the premier brand that they introduced way back when, Punch 45, even the older version of whatever that thing was that Derek always talks about. So Punch is going to be first. We're going to get a whole new line of everything. So P1, P2, P3 is no longer going to be a quality thing. It's going to be a nomenclature. So what you're going to get is P1s are going to be coaxials. P2s are going to be two ways. P3s are going to be three ways. What I mean is a three-way set. 6.5 mid-range tweeter, 6x9 mid-range tweeter. In variations on those, you're going to have two ways. They're going to be, mid-bass tweeter, but they're also going to be able to pull the phase plug out, put the tweeter in the center. There's a whole new mounting system for the tweeters. They're also coming out with all new amplifiers, and yes, all the amplifiers are going to have DSPs built into them. All the amplifiers are going to have DSPs built into them. Mm-hmm. They're coming out with a new software a new plugging system that's going to plug all the amplifiers together. and allow you to control all the amplifiers off of a Bluetooth app that they're developing right now. So you're expected to see they didn't talk about the new subwoofers, although we know they're coming out with new subwoofers because they announced the new T1 Shallow. While we were there, they had it done. They showed it off, as well as they announced that some of the new marine speakers. They're taking a new technology in their surrounds. It's no one makes surrounds like these. These are going to be, the surrounds are getting made basically like tennis shoes. They took something from out of the industry and they're getting them done in a different way. So they found new tech to make new surrounds so they can build them, change the thickness in different spots, do all kinds of neat stuff. It's made out of this dust, this crystalline dust that's going to make the surrounds. So they had the new T1 there to show everyone. They also had a marine one there that they're going to do. The whole idea behind this is that it won't break, it won't dry rot, and you can custom make it any way you want. So it's going to be really cool. So yeah, a bunch of new stuff from Rockford coming out late 2025. As far as prime and power, there's really nothing to touch on there other than to say, yeah, they're working on it. So yeah, they have all new 12-volt car audio coming out. So in 2025, Rockford is going to reintroduce themselves into the automotive space, and they're coming at it with both barrels. So in typical Rockford fashion, if they're going to be here, they're going to be making some amazing stuff.
Here you go.
And there's Eric Russell, my friend.
What's up, Eric? How you doing, my friend?
So we're pretty excited. Yeah, it was a lot. I can't wait. Hopefully next year we'll be there for them with SEMA again, so we could actually cool because
it's a lot of product.
Yeah, a lot of car audio stuff.
A lot of stuff.
We're pretty good at that car audio stuff.
Yeah, right?
So no, it was a lot of fun. So yes, be excited. If you're a Rockford fan, they are doing everything.
I'm a Rockford fan.
I am too. But I described it as like, here are all these guys that have been doing all this stuff, and now they're all car audio guys, and now they get to peel back and make all the stuff that has just been bottling up inside of them.
Right. It's like,
because they kept asking me, as they often do, what do you think? What do we got to change? What do we got to change? What do we got to? I was like, no, I'm excited. I'm like, dude, like everything is cool. Like, there's a new mounting system for the tweeters that at first I was kind of like, and then at second thought I was like, oh, this might work actually pretty cool. And then, the amplifiers, if they pull it off, it's going to be fantastic. Which I know they're going to pull it off. Like Zach told me this weekend, he's like, it's not like we're not doing it. It's already working. I mean, we got it going. We're going to, like, bro, we got the skills. And I was like, yeah, I know. Still makes me nervous. So no, it's going to be really exciting. I can't wait. Because honestly, there's a handful of new things that are going to be announced in 2025. We get to tell you this now because they're allowing us to tell you this, which is unusual.
You want to see a picture? Let me show you.
No pictures were allowed. They took our phones and taped them off, so there was no pictures allowed. Because these were all prototypes. These were all first gens. These were not gold masters. They got a long way to go. Like the speaker, they had it cut in half, and it was literally just a 3D printed speaker demonstrate. They had an actual speaker there, but I mean, it was.
Thank you, Crunchy fan. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much. And as Eric says, tooling costs are expensive, so other projects have been needed to pay for the development. That's the price of doing. Yeah. Oh no, for sure.
Yes.
And that was also a big conversation that unfortunately I had to leave Eric and go hang out with Zach, and that was one of the things that we did talk about. Is the future and what Rockford is investing into this and how it's going. And trust me, guys, when I say that they are going to be like no other brand, they're pulling it all out, man.
That's
and
cool.
Laying it on the table. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Like RV.
Yeah.
Says nice.
Oh, dude, it's so cool. It's so cool. And yeah, I mean, dude, it's screw 7-channel. Okay, 7-channel, yeah, that's a thing, but like not my 7-channel. No, there's only like one company that's built my 7-channel. But 6-channel, 4-channel, mono blocks, and they all work together. So it's like 11 channels of audio, just boom, done.
20 channels.
20 channels. I don't know about 20. Yeah, we'll have to see. I don't know. That would be cool. We'll know soon enough.
I mean, yeah.
So,
all right, you want to change your?
Yes, I need to change this because got to pay the bills. Let's go here to AudioControl. Got a text from a friend today. He says, dude, I'm so excited. I just saw these new Epic Series amplifiers. In this case, the 2000. Holy cow. And he asked a very interesting question about this because, as we all know, it has this cool plug that it comes with here that allows us to hook an epicenter up to it. And immediately, both Fernando and I said, yeah, but you could also hook it up to an SNI 35, or not an SNI 35.
LC.
Where did that come from?
SNI?
I know, that was dumb. Yeah. Come up with an LC5i Pro, LC7i Pro, LC2i Pro. Obviously, we know it can hook up to an epicenter micro, but which we'll be doing videos on all of this. So if you're like,
but we already have a video.
We already have that for the epicenters.
You can check it out.
But, using it to hook up. So there's going to be a lot of uses for this cool little pigtail that it has. We're super excited to get to film a bunch of those here in the next couple weeks. But this is the Epic 2000.
Brand
last
new.
time we got to see this, we were actually building a top secret amp rack for them with the Champion Series DSP hooked up to it. We did not get to show you guys. And then we had to let it go. But we got it back. A new one, of course. This one has never been touched by us before. So 2,000 watts of fun and excitement. And where, of course, can you find it?
AudioControl.com.
Or head over to StingerOffRoad.com.
That's
you can find it there too, and you can order it, and they'll send it right to you. You don't even have to talk to us.
Now, talk about audio control. I have an audio control EQS in my F-150. Thinking about going with the DSR-1. Will that be a good choice coming off of the Pioneer Radio?
So technically, it'll be fine. Here's my only misgivings as far as why I had to think there for a minute is because one of the downfalls to the DSR-1 that when Arc Audio came out with the PSM Pro, they fixed is that the DSR-1 only has front and rear or front and sub inputs. It doesn't have 6-channel inputs.
Now, can you tell me what year is your F-150?
Well, it doesn't matter. He's got a Pioneer Radio, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, there you go.
Doesn't matter. I know what you're thinking. It doesn't matter. So you don't get. It doesn't have 6-channel inputs, whereas the PSM Pro has 6-channel inputs. The LC8i not the LC8i. Jesus, why am the DM810? My brain is just not with me today.
Yeah, no,
so the DM810 has 6 channels of input. So there are other DSPs that if you need subwoofer level control from the radio, then that's great. Now with the DSR-1, going back to that, you can get the bass knob for the DSR-1, or if your amplifiers already have a bass knob, then this might not be a thing because you can just go front and rear into the DSR-1 and then boom out, or you can go front and sub if you want to control it from the radio and just take the rears don't matter. Use the DSR-1 to control the rears. So, pardon me. So that's the only thing I would think about is how you want to handle the 4 RC inputs. Other than that, yeah, go for it. I saw you guys at finals. Never had a chance to say or go up and introduce myself, though. What was your favorite and best sounding cars in your opinion? So it's funny. We did an SQology podcast, which I don't know when it's coming out. I'm assuming soon because we did one after Nick did one. And we talked about that a lot because we did get to hear a bunch of cars. And I'm sorry you didn't get a chance to come up and say hi to us. If you ever see us in public, just walk up and say hi. Because we always are busy, but I will always stop what I'm doing to say hi to somebody. Because
same thing,
it's you're the reason why we're doing this. So, and we'll be at another one. We're coming back. We had a great time. It was fantastic.
It was awesome.
But see, the problem is like we don't really understand how these things are judged. All right, we don't understand what they're listening for. So the only thing we can go by.
Well, I feel now
we do.
Talking with these guys now.
Yes, apparently
like,
they like stuff that doesn't sound good.
We have the idea.
We have the idea. Don't necessarily like the idea, but we have the idea. But
what is the idea?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still lost.
Same thing. Yeah. Don't follow me.
But one of the things, like Peter, there again, it's like Peter. We talked about twice this show. We should call this the Peter Show. PS Sounds. Peter. I love the Mercedes that he did. I really enjoyed listening to that. Now, I've already heard Miguel's car because he brought it up to us here and let us hear it. So, and Miguel has like the loudest Morel system I've ever heard in my life. He scared the living crap out of me because I was like, dude, turn it down. Nothing should be this loud. Turn it down. So Miguel's car is extremely impressive. And so, but I didn't have to listen to it again. So there was another gentleman I heard that had a Toyota Tundra that had some like Brax mid-range and tweeters and some, I can't remember the amplifiers underneath his back seat. Had a fantastic sounding Toyota Tundra. Wanted me to hear it, fan of the show. And he's like, check out my Tundra. And I really enjoyed the way that sounded. But there was, don't get me wrong, there were some cars that I was not impressed with. And they did really well, which is what screwed me up, because some of the cars that won, I was like, I don't like this. I don't like the way it sounded. Like, I feel bad, but like, I told Nick's like, you got to hear this car. I tuned it and it scored really well. But I didn't like the way it sounded. It just didn't do it for me.
It's different, man.
It was different.
It's different.
I don't remember which car it was. Wasn't it?
The Lexus.
Oh, the Lexus.
Yeah. I didn't hear that.
I did. And there again, it just didn't have the sound I was looking for, which doesn't matter because I'm not a judge. And Nick was like, yeah, no, I get it. And the car did really well.
Yeah.
And then that kind of just destroyed it for me because I was like, oh, well. But we've heard the FJ Cruiser before.
Yeah.
And like we were both like, oh, my God, this thing is amazing. And then someone promptly pointed out all its flaws. And I go, this car's still amazing. So it was one of those things.
Summer the whole thing up. The event was amazing. It's really nice here. Different type of cars, like the horns. What do they call?
Oh no, hated that.
No. What? Horns?
Yeah, the horns.
Yeah,
they're horns.
I never heard of them. Never. So I'm like, holy moly! It's like right in the bottom. It's like on your face, things like that. Somebody say they can actually sound pretty good if they tune properly.
Oh no, he tuned the hell out of them. It sounded fine. I don't know. I just hate horns. I had to live with them for 3 years. It's like I hate them.
Okay,
I don't like them. And everyone looked at me like I was nuts when I said.
I would say for me was.
But that guy had the coolest install.
The Mercedes.
That guy with the horns had the coolest install. That was the one with the amps that spun around and moved and did it. Oh, that was so freaking cool. I was like, oh, that's so neat.
But I like it. It was awesome.
All right, what does Mike got to say here? Hey guys, made it. FYI, Fernando is smiling, Dean is serious. Almost like, why you mad, bro? Just for those.
Oh, I know, man.
Very rarely am I serious.
Oh, here we go.
Howdy, y'all. What's up, Mary Lou? She's famous now. She's
famous?
She's on the cover of a magazine.
Wow.
I know. She's in a magazine. She's in all the guys.
Wow.
All the guys that.
Okay. All the guys? She's with all the guys?
Well, yeah, because, that was, the Crutchfield magazine.
Important. She's important.
The Crutchfield magazine was always, like, one of the, things you look forward to, man. Yeah. That was like, I hate to say porn, but, it was like getting a Playboy or a Penthouse. Yeah. You were just like, oh, look at that.
And then you're like that when you see the price. Oh,
yeah, of course. Well, that's why I'm saying it was like that, because all things that were out of reach.
Yeah.
It was all out of reach, but it's like, we didn't have the internet.
I still like to see stuff, man. So it's just...
She's glossy. DNF, how many tools have you come up with but didn't follow through to market? I've got a few ideas, but no idea if it was worth the effort. A lot of the times we come up with ideas and we just pass them along to people we know that can benefit from them.
Yeah.
Mainly just because I don't want to deal with it.
Oh, we just talk about it.
We just talk about it.
That would be cool if we come up with this and this and this and this, and they're like, done. That's it. It's gone.
Yeah. So let somebody else.
I think one of the coolest one will be the IRTA.
That one I knew.
The wire roller.
I knew the IRTA had to come out.
Yeah.
I knew that did, and as soon as they showed it to me, because how that conversation started was we were looking at the pre-productions of the key lock. And the key lock had those LEDs on it. And I go, it'd be really nice if you could come out with like a small tool that just emulated those, where I could hook it up. And Joe was like, we're not going to do that. And so then we stumbled into the IRTA 2, and it was like, oh, well, this solves all our problems. Yeah. We can just do this. And then that fell into our lap because of COVID. And so we spent the money to develop that product. I got my SMD 2000. Oh, you're lucky.
Very nice.
I still want one of those.
Very nice.
I want it right here.
I'm gonna wear my.
I want it right. Shirt. I want it right here.
my shirt on Saturday.
Let's pull up your guys. I'm gonna turn this off. Pull up your guys. All right, so this next segment is keep the questions coming. We go until 10. We go to 10 after. So the next segment is brought to you by thinkwarestore.com. Now, for those of you guys know, we've been putting the Thinkware cameras into everyone's car. Fernando's got one. The other day we did a live stream where we showed us put it in Haley's car. Next is going to be Sue's car. Probably the next couple of weeks we're going to put the last one in Sue's car. I haven't put one in my car yet. I know. Anyways, Haley called me today and she's like, Dad, you got to see this video. So of course we got to see this video.
But this is why you need a dash cam.
Okay. So go ahead and press play. And what we got here is Haley driving along, just a normal day. And then here we go. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Bro.
Now, the sad thing is this idiot's giving her the stink eye as she's pulling up to the stoplight. Not she's the one that cut her off. So
I mean, you just literally went from one lane all the way. Like, okay, hang on. I want to see it again because he didn't even turn the
oh, hang on.
The lights. The turn signal.
Oh no, he just comes and cuts that guy off and he just comes right into her lane.
Boom.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
You see?
I mean, he's doing an illegal move because you can't do that. You have to enter the closest lane, and then you have to put on a turn signal going to that lane. So
that's
this guy,
just like,
yeah. So anyways, that could have been terrible if Haley hadn't slammed on her brakes, hit the horn, said a few choice words. But
so for example, if the other driver would be like, no, that was your fault. No, that was your fault. And it's like, here you go. I have a dash cam.
Yeah, luckily everything was okay.
Yes.
But that was today. So my point is, you don't need a coupon code. You just need to head over to thinkwarestore.com, pay what they're asking. You send the video in. We should send the video and see if we can get the $20 gift card.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Haley can do that.
Yeah.
She should do that. Yeah.
Yep. Sue's next. We'll get hers in there.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's
thinkwarestore.com.
Yep. Okay. Moving on.
Yeah. What are we doing?
I like this. Ouch. Brown Star Pucker for sure. Yeah. Anyways.
Víctor, cambia el radio. Si ya tienes un radio, cambia por uno nuevo y te va a mejorar el audio definitivamente.
Yeah. All right. I'm just going to go here while you scour for something else.
Okay.
Good evening, gentlemen. Did you see anything really cool that Kenwood is coming out with when you were at SEMA? No. We saw nothing cool that Kenwood is coming out with when we were at SEMA, which reminds me, I was supposed to call Josh today to talk about cool stuff.
Oh, very nice.
As we've said many times before, some things we can talk about and some things we can't talk about. This happens to be one of them. If you saw the video and you saw the door close, that's kind of how we have to be about this one. So,
yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, it's Mike Rios calling. I guess he didn't realize we're doing a show.
All right. I want to see someone do a high-quality install in a AutoZem AZ limited space. It will be a fun challenge.
I don't even know what that is. I got to look it up.
Yeah, what is it?
I don't know. AZ-1. Enter. Oh.
What is it?
I think it's one of those little, it's one of those little goofy cars.
Goofy cars?
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, wow. It looks like a Porsche.
No, it looks like it looks like a, I mean, it does. It's got Porsche headlights.
I mean.
I was thinking like a Geo.
Like a Metro?
No, not a Metro. Geo had more than one car.
Okay.
So it had a couple different cars. But, oh, yeah, look at the little window.
Like a Fiero in the back.
Look at this little window right here.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is that? I'm down. That looks cool as hell. I would totally rock that car.
Put a 15 on the back.
All right, hold on. Let's see if they got other pictures. Oh, look at that.
Oh, it looks like a Skyline, bro.
Dude. Oh, man. Okay, we don't have these here.
Oh, you know who?
Is that a Suzuki?
Yes.
Oh, that's a Suzuki.
That's Natan.
Cara. Dude, I listen.
That's cool.
I would totally rock that. That is cool as hell. It's almost like an MR2, like an MR2 with the top.
Yeah.
It's got T-tops.
T-tops.
Yeah. Geostorm. Thank you. That's what I was thinking of. Is there a harness to integrate with the factory radio 2015 Highlander bass audio? Yeah. Both pack-audio.com make one, as well as Metra Online also makes one. There's 2 harnesses for that car for basic audio behind the radio. So yeah, for sure.
Thank you, my friend.
I almost bought a bottle of glass Coca-Cola Fernando this weekend when I was at Dino's. Nice. I learned something valuable at SEMA. Give Dean some birthday cake and he will smile and be happy. It also helps that it was also my favorite cake by chance. So it was a strawberry cake from Vanderpump. So we all ended up at Vanderpump's. Yeah. And which you were there. Yeah. So you keep saying, yeah, like, really? Yeah. And they said it was my birthday, and so they brought me a strawberry cake. It
was your birthday.
Sure. All I know is they brought me a strawberry cake, and I was like, oh, what are the odds?
You didn't even share it, bro.
I shared it with Pate and Samantha.
Yeah, that's true.
I shared it with Mike. Anyone else that wanted some could have spoke up, but it's not like I'm going to just, be like, hey. He says, looks like a Toyota MR2, Bionic Fiera, and a smart car Dodge Neon had a baby.
Okay. That was a lot of people.
That's one hell of a swirl, that's for sure.
That's a lot of people in that.
Yeah. It has gold wing doors. It might not have enough space interior for even Fernando. I don't care. I want one.
Dude, I fit right in. That's perfect.
So unless we were the famous girl models there, we never got past our booth to see. No. Like, we walked around and went and looked at.
Okay, this is the funny part about SEMA. After we finish the show and we come here and I start seeing the pictures and who is in there, the famous people, girls that they actually paint and do paper wrap or whatever they do. They're there.
Yeah, everybody.
We never had a chance to go see anything.
No, and I got to be honest, I don't care. I mean, we're there to work. I'm not.
No. I mean, that's the idea. We go there.
Last year, I was really disappointed because I didn't get to see the RC10 life-size car associated. Now, keep in mind, we have a travel video that we're going to come up. We haven't done one of those in forever. And we actually filmed one of those. Hopefully, I'll get that out this week.
That was really cool. We went and see the
RC cars.
Yes.
So really, the priority. So we kind of have to keep our expectations low when we go to these things because we do only have a certain amount of time. And I don't care about like paint and body and wraps and roll bars and tires and all that. It means nothing to me. I mean, I like audio and I like to see audio stuff. I like to see cool tools, but I also like RC cars. And so, they conveniently had all that kind of in the same area. So we went over and saw the Associated. I got to see the RC10. I got a cool little keychain. Yay! I got to nerd out way too far. I went too far nerd. I even caught myself. I was like, oh, crap, I'm being too much of a nerd. I apologize. I'm doing what people do when they come into our booth. Talk about all the old crap. He goes, that's okay because you bought the new stuff too. And I said, well, of course. He says, so you get a pass. I was like, all right, we got to talk to the cool guys with the lowrider cars, which they had a bunch of those out this weekend.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Really nice ones, too. Oh, like really.
Chevy Impalas?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Very nice.
Was that Red Rock? Was it Red Rock?
Mm-hmm.
Red Fox or something? I don't know. Anyways, so there again, it was fun.
Yeah.
I like the new video Derek is doing on RC cars, subwoofers, too. Oh, what's funny? So here's the funny thing. The little micro subwoofer, the little one they had at the show, at the Sound Off, I wanted to buy one because I was like, I think this would be cool. And even, it was either Vega or Hi-Fi were like, dude, this is pretty cool.
Well, the guy that we met of the RC cars, he built the whole thing with the speakers moving.
But they make that now.
Yeah.
That was at the Sound Challenge.
Yeah.
And I almost bought one, but there was talk about people that were helpless. It had we're standing there and we're holding
desire
one.
To sell.
Yeah, no desire.
Anything.
I'm like,
and you're like, bro, just drink some water.
Yeah, I know.
Get out of here.
Yeah, exactly. It's like their bottoms down there. Yeah, it was pretty funny. For sure. Love the original brands staying current. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Audio and detailing products.
I'm more into like audio and
audio.
And audio.
RC cars.
I guess. No, I mean, yeah, I'm okay, but like.
Oh, Jesus. What is the difference between High 10 Plus and the Horizon 10? Okay, so.
That's a good question.
I don't know what the Plus is. I think that's the new version. I can tell you what the difference between the High 10. I will tell you some of the difference between the High 10 and the Horizon 10. Let's just go with that. Because there's a ton of differences. We just got a Horizon in, so we could probably make this a video where we kind of get more depth like into it.
The so High 10 Plus is because it's wireless?
No. So it might be. I don't know. I got to find out. But the Plus has wireless CarPlay, but none of the new features. Okay, thank you, Weber fan. Okay, so that takes that off the list. So High 10 has wireless. High 10 Plus has wireless. Horizon 10 has wireless. That was one of the big upgrades to the unit. Now, everything I'm going to say is going to be an upgrade for the Horizon 10 over either one of the High 10. So we go to a higher resolution screen.
Mm-hmm.
We go to 8 RC outputs. We go to a water-resistant screen.
Mm-hmm.
We go to the ability to plug into an AudioControl DSP and control the DSP from the face of the radio. Better EQ. That's all I got for right now, because it's been a minute since I've looked at all the things. But there you go. There's the most substantial ones. So 8-channel preamp output.
That is a cool thing, you know.
Yeah. Along with what? Okay. I had an RC10 over 30 years ago, and it doesn't look like much has changed. Same aluminum tub chassis. I would have thought they would have changed by... So what they're doing is retro. So they're anniversary pieces. So I actually still have my original one from 30 years ago. They've remanufactured it because everybody loved it. And a lot of guys that had them 30 years ago were like, hey, cool. They do have a graphite or carbon fiber chassis if you want to upgrade to that as well. There again, I don't know, but they made those as a retro piece. So they're doing like an anniversary piece right now, which is really cool. And I'm old and I'm a sucker, so I'm gonna buy that stuff. So I bought the prototype kit that's clear with all the silver stuff, and yeah, so it's okay.
It is?
Yeah. What's up, Wayne?
What up? All right, so I have 2015 Highlander. Bass audio. Is there a room for a 6903C?
I've got conflicting...
On the 6902s.
Okay, so Highlander. I don't think we've tried to do it in the Highlander. We've done it in the Tacoma. So basically, if there's a metal brace holding the 2.5 into the... So in the Tacoma, there's a metal brace that holds the 2.5 into place. And if you remove the metal brace, you can custom make a mount to fit the 3.5. Mm-hmm. Okay. In the Highlander, if you pop them off and it just has the speakers screwed into place, then no, the 3.5s are not going to fit. Because they're bigger. They're an inch bigger. Inch and a half. So that's really what you're dealing with. Is there I like that one. Is there a noticeable difference with 4 volts versus 5 volts on a head unit? No, not really. There again, the reason why that matters is for the gain on the amplifier. You get to keep the gain down lower on the amplifier. So if you have high quality amplifiers, you probably won't notice a difference at all, ever. Okay. Not one. Yeah, it's a Highlander. I don't know what a Highlander looks like. I just don't know what that bracket looks like underneath the speaker.
Hang on, I'm trying, because like Crutchfield, if you go to Crutchfield, they have a picture of that.
Yeah, that's the JBL system.
That's the JBL system.
There's the grill off. You're not there. No, we're talking about the dash speaker.
I know.
So they just showed it popped up, but they didn't show.
So hang on, I'm trying.
I'm looking. That's the rear speaker. No, so they never show it.
No, they never show it.
Yeah, so. Bluetooth speaker build video coming early next year. I mean, that's a safe bet. I haven't even started on it yet. You got to remember, man, we just got back. It's been like 4 weeks of insanity. So, that looks like just a regular.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but it's wide.
It's wide.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. It's just like, it's a lot of speakers, and that's bass. This is the JBL system, so.
Yeah, that's the tweeter.
Yeah, but we don't know what it is. It's 2013.
So the easiest thing to do is if you own that vehicle, get a set of calipers and measure your screw holes. Because if you get the screw holes to line up, or I don't know. Yeah. I mean, order both, send one back.
Yeah.
So you can order the 6902s, then order a set of C3s.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a good. I mean, these things are the stuff we just do when we're here, and I don't really pay attention much past that.
Mm-hmm.
10 watts of watts head unit power versus 10 watts of amplifier. Is there a difference other than the amp signal noise ratio? No. I mean, 10 watts is pretty much 10 watts on any amplifier. There's more than just signal and noise. Okay, let's just keep watts for watts. I mean, a crappy 10-watt amplifier is always going to be a crappy 10-watt amplifier. The IC power chip in the radio up to 10 watts is probably just as good as most Class D amplifiers as you would expect them. Some of them have an AB chip in there, whatever the hell that's worth. But, 10 watts from deck power is 10 watts from deck power. The problem that you run into is the volume control is not linear when comparing that to the RCA section. So your amplifier is going to ramp up like this, whereas your RCAs are not. So your RCAs are going to come up smooth like this. So if you're using that 10 watts of deck power, it's going to get loud really quick, and then everything past that is just going to be distortion. So one of the reasons why we'll use those to power the rear in a Kenwood is because the Kenwood gives us the ability through both time alignment and crossover to turn them down. So we can reduce that volume problem, so we can shift it. So now it is going to be more in line at max volume when we're at max volume on the RCA. So we're allowed to, we can realign that output, so that makes a lot of sense. I know some people are like, can I put tweeters? I'm like, no, God, no. That's like, they're going to start distorting way too fast, and then you're going to blow them up, because tweeters are really susceptible to that kind of nonsense. Next week is Thanksgiving. It is. And our Thanksgiving show is going to be 9 o'clock instead of 10 o'clock. So we have to move it down an hour, because apparently we're doing something on Thanksgiving I was unaware of. So for those of you who have never had the opportunity to enjoy the Thanksgiving show, it is now going to be 9 instead of 10. We go to the beach. We answer a lot of questions. We have some fun. And we get everyone all excited about that. And that, as we say, is that is the end of the show. Thank you guys so much for playing along with us tonight, asking great questions as always. We love it when you guys participate, and that's why we've been doing this for so long. Holy cow.
What's up, Lino?
Lino, I need your Instagram page. You keep telling people.
Etsy?
No, Etsy page. I need your Etsy page. Thank you. Everyone I keep sending people for you to do Etsy stuff with, and I don't remember your page. So
what is the page?
Text it to me, so I'll actually have it instead of putting it here in the comments. I mean, you can if you want, but text it to me also.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's the show. We'd like to thank our sponsors as always: AudioControl, Arc Audio, Focal, Moscone, Gladen, as well as Thinkware dash cams coming on for one more quarter. Get your dash cams now, guys. People are crazy.
ThinkwareStores.com.
It's only going to get worse. As well as Arc Audio. Go pick up your moto stuff or your motorcycle before it gets too cold to ride. And, that's all we got. DNF Tool Drawer is a place you can go and find all the cool tools. Hey, we're thinking about, so really quick before we go, I know some of you have already left. That's too bad. We're thinking about putting together, because we already did a huge sale in July on the IRTA 2s. And we know some of you didn't buy them. That's a shame. We're not doing any more sales. We're going to do one sale in July. That's it. However, there's a couple of you left. We're thinking about doing like a gift pack where you get an IRTA 2 and some other stuff, making it a much bigger value, and you just pay the regular $249.99 for it, but it comes with more stuff. Is that something you guys might be interested in? Let us know in the comments, as always, if you've made it this far, and that'll be that. We're going to do it anyways. I'm just running it by you so that, you can look forward to it.
We're not asking you. We're
not asking. We're going to do it. And don't worry, we'll put together the package and tell you what it is.
What do you guys think? I don't care what you think. I'm going to
do it anyways, but let us know anyways. But yeah, we'll put it together. We'll tell you what it is. So some of you guys are like, I never got mine. Well, hey, we're going to put together a limited supply of coolness. That's it. That's all we got. Bye.
Bye, guys.